essentially it's made up of 5 micro jet engines, gas turbines. There's 2 on each arm and 1 around the back. They run on jet fuel, but you can also run them on diesel. You create a bit of blue smoke when you shut them down, but they run perfectly well on diesel. Other than that, you're charging some little lithium batteries, which are what start the engines, and that's it. Other than that, it's just flying it sensibly and looking after it. It's not really, I could say, rocket science. The price you pay, if you like, for this kind of flight is it's very energy intensive. When a Harrier used to hover or a helicopter hovers, it uses up a lot of fuel. So this consumes around 4 litres a minute in the hover. So you can fly for 3-4 minutes quite easily, and we've got another version that certainly on a cold day when you get more thrust, then it'll fly for about 9 minutes. That's something we're looking to improve, but it's the inevitable consequence of flying without wings. So that involves a customer going to our flight training hangar and then spending 3 days in a series of progressive steps, even starting with a VR system just to get familiar. A bit like the analogy of riding a bike is not actually not misplaced. It's a funny process to try and describe, but it's one you have to feel. And if you're in a safe, controlled environment and you can relax into it, knowing that nothing can go wrong, that's the best environment to learn. And then, as I say, I've seen some of my team members learn within minutes to just square away that balance and control. And if you do that in our flight training hangar, you can spend several days trying to get that clear in your head. And once you've got it, then it's very, very stable and simple. The only heat you feel is just standing there in a leather jacket on a warm summer's day. The heat strangely blows away. If you watch this as an audience member, you probably get exposed to more warmth than I do as the pilot. It's actually surprisingly calm and not very violent. It's very passive and gentle when you're flying it. I would sort of demystify this in the sense a bit like buying a very high-end supercar or maybe a sports motorbike. A sports motorbike, if you abuse it, it can cause you a problem very quickly. The same with this. If you're sensible with it, it doesn't have to be very dangerous at all. The preferred real ownership model that we've seen so far is people actually leave the suit with us and then come to us to carry on their learning and training. And if they want to fly it in a location of their choice, then we can make that possible to them. Of course, that doesn't preclude them from having it stored in their garage somewhere, but it does take a little bit of maintenance, I suppose, a little bit of knowledge, but nothing approaching that of a helicopter.